Hey guys, Ragnar here. Welcome to another video. On today's video, I'll be showing you my push to Legends League. I showed you the first episode, my first day in Legends League. Today, this is my day 4 in Legends League. I'll be showing all the triples that I've gotten with some very common Legend League bases. The army that I've been using, as you know, is the Yeti Smash with the Quake and the Sui Blimp. So let's go and let's check some Legend League attacks. So the first attack, it's this very common base, extremely common base. A lot of the Mujabas have been running it. So my idea here was to put the Warden to the south to create the funnel there to the south. Then Quake, the southeastern corner. Put the king over there to create the funnel, and I was gonna send the blimp to the town hall. Here's the Quake. Now the only issue with this one is if you're doing the warden walk there to the south, the warden statue, if it locks onto your warden, pretty much you will have to rage your warden if you don't want him to use the ability. I think next time I face this base, I might send a blimp towards the eagle to create the funnel on that side, and then just send the rest of my army the same way that I've been doing this, with a jump towards the town hall. So here comes the Cocoloons for the blimp. Then the blimp comes in. With those Cocoloons, it allows the blimp to get almost all the way to the town hall, and then the Yetis will smash it. As you can see, the town hall goes down. I put the jump there for my army that is still in the center to be able to move freely, to go onto the Inferno and scatter shot, move between the sections. My Royal Champ, I sent her from the southwest just to get rid of those defenses, and that way my Whiz and archers can start getting rid of all the garbage there in the southwest. The Royal Champ keeps going to the north. I use her ability before she goes into the single Inferno, because once the single Inferno gets locked onto her, she's gone. And usually there's a lot of skelly traps up there in the north. So now we just have the bomb tower and the cannon left. We still have the Queen, the Warden, the Royal Champ is still alive somehow. And we've got 50 seconds left. So this base is triple. So yeah, as I was saying before, I might change the way that I approach this base. I might be sending the blimp to the south to get rid of the eagle and the Warden statue, and then put the king on the east, and then send the army in with jump towards the town hall. If the blimp gets the value that I think it might get, it might funnel my army perfectly towards the center. Alrighty, so that was attack 1. Let's go to the second attack. Okay, so for this second attack is more of a wall base. So basically you can send the blimp towards the town hall and the warden to the south. That's what I was thinking. The sweepers, they're not pointing towards the town hall. There is a scatter shot there, but the other defenses, that Whiz tower that I can get a couple of Cocoloons, and the 2 archer towers. So my blimp will get all the way into the town hall. But first I start my warden. As I said before, I usually like giving the warden a bit of time just to create the funnel. If you put the warden in and then you send the blimp straight away and it pulls the CC will move towards the warden, and then you need to start using rages or send your queen or something else to support the warden, and then everything can go apeshit from there. So here we send the blimp, gets rid of the town hall, king to get rid of the trash buildings and move towards the center. I put the jump there, and I'm not sure that is the best value for the Quadquake, but I put it there to open that section and also to damage the Eagle and the Scattershot. Send the main army in. I usually like raging them pretty early, so I'll rage them around the Inferno. Use the Warden ability as they're receiving the Scattershot damage. Here comes the CC. Send my RC from the south. I like sending her around the edges just to start trimming all the defenses and keeping my army in the center. With this army, you want your army to remain in the center and then move out. You don't want them to be walking around the edge, otherwise it won't be a triple. I've had a couple of those attacks where my army went to the edges and I didn't triple. Start putting some of my cleanup troops up there. I usually like putting my cleanup troops behind my RC. Since she gets rid of all the defenses, then all the garbage is there, easy for my archers and whizzes to pick up. Sometimes they might hit a couple of bombs, but most of the time they do help with timing. So now we just have that single Inferno, which has locked out to one of the Yetis and the RC. Queen gets rid of the RC. Gets rid of the Inferno. We've got the AD hitting the healers, but it really doesn't matter. We just have the bomb tower and the AD. 13 seconds left. So it was a pretty close one, but we still got the triple. Okay, let's go to the next attack. So another ring base. So basically with the ring bases, as I said before, you just want to carve the funnel. So you want to have your warden on one side, the blimp on the other side, and then send your troops in the middle. Usually what I look for when I'm gonna place the warden is an area where he's not gonna be getting hit by a lot of defenses and where I'm gonna have to use the rage for him not to die. So I put him there to the east. He can slowly start getting rid of the archer tower, then the cannons. The archer tower has a greater range than the cannons, so he can get rid of the archer tower and then the cannons won't be hitting him until he finishes the archer tower. A cannon and archer tower hitting your warden will bring his health down very quickly, and then sometimes you have to use a rage for it. I use the blimp up north just to get rid of the eagle. I Quadquake the entrance. Put the king, the baby drag to finish the funnel up north and send the rest of my army in. When you do the funnel correctly, they have nowhere else to go but to the middle. Over here, I didn't have the perfect funnel on the eastern side, so some of my army ended up walking. However, I do have a fair bit of my army that went into the center, which I raged. And then I can use the jump for them to get out of the center and start going towards the scattershot. So before, I use my RC to trim the edges, and then I just start setting my cleanup troops. With this army, you definitely want a healer switch. If the Yetis end up having the healers, they will be invincible, like they stay alive for ages. However, if they don't have the healers, they will die very quickly. And even though the Yeti mites do a lot of damage, if you have no army left and defenses are still standing, it won't be a triple. So use the RC ability, it damages those buildings, and then we can bring them down. So yeah, the RC now with the latest update that Supercell put on the game, it won't kill the cannons with its ability, but it will damage them. It's the same thing with the scatter shots and the X-bows and the Whiz towers. It will one-shot ADs, archer towers, mortars, but I'm guessing on the next update when they bring a new level for those defenses, the RC won't be able to one-shot them. So the next attack, we've got another ring base and the same idea. This army, as I said before, is really good against ring bases, which is why I'm using it at the moment for my Legend push. I do think I can get up high, really high with this army. However, recently in the last few days, I haven't been facing many ring bases and I've been having a bit of bad luck, but today was a pretty good day, so send a blimp there to get rid of the scatter shot. Usually with that blimp, it gets rid of all the air targeting defenses, so then I can just put my baby drag behind it just to clear the garbage there. Open up with a quad quake. Bring my army. Sometimes you can just let your army break that initial wall, and that way you can have a jump spell for the back end. However, I'm very impatient and I want my army to go inside, so that's why I usually use the jump there. Put my RC to the southwest just to get rid of those defenses. Put a couple of Whiz there. My main army is getting rid of the center. My queen is getting rid of the lava pups. As with any ring base, once you get rid of that center, the heavy hitting center, it had all the Infernos and X-bows there, the surrounding ring is nice and easy. So we don't have many troops left, but we still have a full queen with her ability. We still have the RC getting rid of some of the other defenses. The king is still there. We still have healers. We pretty much have, well, we had all 4 of the heroes until the RC went down. And now it's just clean up. The Whiz tower. And this base is tripled. So at the moment I'm just showing you the triples that I've done with this Legends League day. I had a couple of 2 stars. And I'll show you my log at the end of this video. So now we go to our last attack. And it's this common base. So my idea with this one was to send a blimp from the northeast to go towards that single Inferno. Put my Warden on the 8 o'clock area just to start having the funnel. Earthquaking towards the town hall, so to make sure my army goes in there. I'll use the king in the north just to finish that funnel up north so that they don't end up walking. So here I send the blimp. Wanted to see how far it would go. Sometimes it's good if you're going against a sweeper with the blimp to just pop it early to make sure that the sweeper doesn't push it back. Here's the king. Someone in my clan was asking what you can do to counteract this blimp, and what I found myself works from my own attacks where I end up failing is a perfectly good place tornado trap. If you can figure out where they're going to be coming with the blimp, if you put a tornado trap there and you put a few seeking air mines and then a scatter shot nearby where once the blimp goes down, the scatter shot can reach the army, That's the best way to counteract this blimp. The scatter shot gets rid of all the Yeti mites before they jump into the defense buildings. The tornado trap stalls the blimp, and then they're gonna have to destroy it before it gets to its target. And Seeking Air mines, if they don't send any cockaloons with it, it will damage the blimp and it won't reach its destination. So I put the jump there, which was kind of useless, and my army ended up walking to the sides, but thankfully the center has been cleared. So now it's just walking around the corner and getting rid of all the buildings. That last section down there, all of the defenses are walkable by the Queen, which is good for me. And we've got 55 seconds left, so plenty of time. There's a Troll Tesla down south. I can't really send my Archer there because she's going to die very quickly. But we've got a lot of Yetis left. The Queen is still there, still has her ability. And not many buildings left. So this last attack will also be a triple. So we continue. All the healers are down. And then the Yetis go for the Tesla. And that's it. We're finished for the day. So let's have a look at how I'm standing. Okay, so we finished attacks for the day. At the moment I'm at 5,411 trophies. We go battle log. So I had 255 trophies today. I did have a 1-star 69% and 2-star 76 and 2-star 61. We've had 5 defenses, so minus 105 plus 255, that's a plus 150. Still with 3 defenses to go, so I would say we might be around the plus 90 for today. So that would put us around 5350 at the moment. In local Australia, I'm number 6. We've got someone there at 56-53. That's pretty good from them. At the moment, top players global 57-69. Gaku is there at the top. So we still have plenty of days left, 23 days. So I'll keep trying to push as hard as I can, and I'll come back with another video with my push. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.